Peace and power. Peace and power. We're back live with Readyo Radio. That's Readyo Radio on urbannationradio.com. We have our special guests. We have so many special guests today. It's amazing. It's like it's a powerful number or something, like it's 40th episode or something. You know what I mean? Readyo Radio Reloaded or something, like it's something spectacular, like Revolution or something. It's a revolution or something. We got the King Brick. I said King Brick. Brick the Foundation. Boy.
Boy, you tell us, everybody.
Yeah, just wanted to.
Is that my intro?
Yeah, Keith was going to talk about the actual song.
Yeah, so two of the songs that you heard today, Black Fist and the RBG Anthem, was created, or I guess he took the energy that he was receiving and recycled it into those two particular songs that you heard today. So he drove up here from Toledo just to see Sara Suten Seti and to come on the show. So you want to say a few words?
Peace, everybody.
Foundation.
I just came up to absorb some of this energy. I got a CD that's going to be dropping in August. The 22nd is actually going to be during the conference of the RBG Family Weekend. And like Keith said, the Red, Black, and Green, Black Fist, and many more other songs that I've created has just came from the energy of the people. The reason why it was important for me to be here today, I missed it over the weekend with Minister Inky and Seti in the building at the same time, which is a lot of energy that I needed, but worked hard at that time, and I got to pay the bills. But today, I made it happen. We jumped on the highway even though it was raining. Had to come up here, reason being, a lot of people use the term woke when it comes to consciousness or knowing about their black history or lineage at that. So I would say that I've probably been awake for about 2-3 years now. And a lot of it came from watching the general sitting right here with us right now. So it's a humbling experience for me to be sitting right here right now. Because like I said, it started off watching his videos and also watching Brother Polite videos, which eventually led me to Seti's videos because I was recording Polite in New York while I was still asleep, and I didn't even know who I was recording. Then I got home and I started coming across YouTube videos of it. I'm like, hey, I got this dude on my camera. Then I came across a couple debates or whatever, and I'm like, man, Seti, I guess Seti resonated with me because I'm from Flint, Michigan, and he from Detroit. So just Michigan in general, we got just a vernacular and the way that we carry ourselves. Right. And I'm like, what he's speaking, he speaks to the youth and a magnitude that not too many of the other teachers can reach. You know what I'm saying? Because they, not to say it's dumbed down or anything, but it's formulated so that the youth can digest it. You know what I'm saying? It's not scaring anybody off. So, like I said, and I just try to do the same thing through the music, and I felt that I needed to be here today to absorb the rest of this energy to push forward to finish the CD. And that's all I pretty much wanted to say. And thanks, Readyo Radio. Shouts out to my brother King Chi. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can check out his website, chidiauto.com. You can check out my music at It's Me Brick at Bandcamp. It's itsmebrick.bandcamp.com. Both my new singles are up, available for $1 download. And like I said, the CD
only $1.
Only $1.
And it's banging, family.
There we go.
It's banging, for real.
We got the approval from the general, so y'all need to go check it out. It's only $1, man. But with that said, that's all I got to say. Tell us, Evo Mouth.
Appreciate you coming down,
for sure,
family.
For sure.
Who needs their poo? Got you. And so we've covered so much already. We covered skills that you should have. I don't know if we want to go a little more into that. We'll probably talk about that, and we talk about solutions. But I think we wanted to talk about actually now get into the thick of it, like what is revolution to each one of us, and just knowing that, building on what Brother Kojo said, that it's not just one thing. It's evolution of things that produce a larger picture.
That's right.
And so keeping in mind with that, what do we see revolution as, and what does that look like? And you choose what you want to share. So I'm the general.
It's ugly, family. It's ugly. It's an ugly picture. I understand that, You know, revolution can be many things, but the one I want to stress more so than other, because I just feel, based on what's happening, the posture of this nation, the posture of the white militia, that we have to be concrete right now in our understanding of what's needed. And when we talking about we got to get water, we got to stop, that's serious, man. Shit ain't gonna be on, man. That's serious. You know what I'm saying? So I want family, if you feel nervous, you should. But you have the power to turn that around. You can start right tonight doing research, listening to family, going back to earlier broadcasts, and just doing your homework. You know, when you do your homework, you confident, you know? And so I just want I want to hit that bell and let them know, you know, hit them drums and let them know it's wartime. Believe that the revolution is here. It's not coming, it's here. It's just they turning it up little by little, because they know if they turned it all the way up, you know, that we will react, and then they wasn't ready. But it seems like they ready to turn it up now.
It's boiling frog.
You see what I'm saying? And so, listen, always be trying to get information every day on, and not just how to store. We got to get the hell up out of here. Right. We have to talk about, and not telling these people how we're going to do it. That's what the Underground Railroad was. We have to talk, but we got to get the hell up out of here. Where are we going? Do we have stations where family know this is safe? You know, you can come here. We'll get you from here to here. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you from here to here. You know, we got to get that shit together. That's the only way we're gonna survive. You know, that's the only way we're gonna survive. So family, I love you. If you're listening, don't take it as we just wild out niggas ready to shoot up the world. No, we have taken a lot of hits on that, and we have been lynched too many times, burnt too many times, shot too many times, and this is necessary for our existence. You know, we got to get these people off our back, because we can't think under oppression. We can't function to our greatest capabilities under oppression. Niggas can't think. They too stressed out about shit. You know, and that's another thing which is holding us back. That we so stressed out with the everyday things, you know, of life, just paying the damn bill, feeding the children, getting to work and things like that, that sometimes this is just so out of space. But it's real. So take the time to do your homework and prepare your family to be safe and to quite possibly have to escape from violence that might be on a national level.
Yeah. And again, revolution to me looks like the first step, in my opinion, is people getting back together and doing things like this.
That's right.
But maybe not so much with the camera in front of us. But really just getting back together and realizing that the reason why we depend so much on welfare or depend so much on John Smith to sign my check is because we're not doing this with one another. We're not building with each other. Because if we're not building with one another, then we're going to feel unprepared. Because when it does happen, you know, if you don't know what your neighbor's going to say to you when you come up to him, he might chop your head off to get your stuff. So if you don't even know what's going on in your own neighborhood, you're not prepared. You're not ready for a revolution. I mean, you can have your whole basement flooded with everything, but if you don't know what your neighbors are thinking they're going to do, you have no idea because you don't interact with them or talk to them. You have no idea what their profession is. Then you're going to be looking at them kind of funny because now you got everything and you don't know what they've been doing. And so for me, revolution is about getting back to the people because that's how the Underground Railroad was created. You didn't have people whispering, here's the routes or have little maps drawn up. It was just word of mouth.
That's right.
If you don't have word of mouth information, then you don't have information that you can that you control it. You know, it's about, again, understanding that I got this top secret thing that's about to happen and can't nobody know but the people who doing it. And again, if you don't know who your neighbor is, or if you can't go to your cousin and make a plan, then what do you really got going on? So what I'm really saying, if we got to understand, it's an internal job we have to do inside to break away from who and what we think we are. Because if we think that we're unable, if we think that we're inferior, we're gonna behave that way. And if we behave that way, then when it happens, you're gonna be meat. You're gonna be meat. Somebody gonna come and eat you. And again, we got to get back to just dealing with one another as human beings and understanding that if I take care of you, you can take care of me. And that's how our society has always thrived. Us as a people, we've always taken care of one another.
One of the things, that's a real good point, good brother. One of the things that I wanted to also share, I'm going to share some solutions as we go. We'll have a session for solutions, but something like a practical example of what Brother Kojo is saying. You know, just knowing something that you really living in the city or living wherever you live, you should know the map. You know that you know where the routes are in your vicinity where you live, and I think that people, a skill that is going to be much more value than it is now is cartography, being able to navigate, know where the water is, know where the contours in the land are, know different types of just know the map, the different scales of elevation, all these different types of things. But just starting with just knowing like what streets, where are the streets, where do you turn, what's your escape route, what's your direction, you know what I mean? What's your emergency plan? Do you have a route? Do you have a backup route? And so all this ties back to the original purpose of the show, which was sharing information about emergency preparation, and evolved into the way we do that is through self-sufficiency. And so we broke out all the different versions and segments of self-sufficiency, and then we bring people on like the general.
That's right.
Like the brick. Boy, the foundation. Bricking the foundation. So that's how we do it. Now we've been doing this for 40 weeks. So I just want to take some time to congratulate everybody in the back, supporters, people that drove up from Ohio with
That's
me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So the music, all the people that's been tuning in, all the people that's invited other people. We do this for y'all, literally. So, toast to the gods.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Definitely.
We got family out here giving this information. It's a beautiful thing, for real.
Yeah. Right, so, back to the topic. In my mind, revolution can take two paths. So, I know there's no such thing as a peaceful revolution, but the most peaceful way I see revolution happening is we collectively get together and we leave. We take our tax dollars with us. We take our money that we're putting into the system, the support of the economy, by buying cars, buying clothes, buying food, all of that stuff. We take that, we leave, and we go build up our own situation elsewhere. We have an approximate spending power of $1 trillion. So $1 trillion subtracted from the economy plus our labor, because we work, most of us are workers working for somebody else. 98% of us work for a white face. So if we subtracted our labor and our dollars, to me that's the most peaceful way to revolt. But the second way, of course, is like you said, the ugly way. And I mean, there's no getting away from that. If we stay here, that will happen.
That's right.
And so what we can do is be as prepared for it as possible so it won't catch us off guard. We need to familiarize ourselves with just being able to have skills, first of all. Second of all, we need to have water storage, food storage, and then a way to protect that. So, for example, if they shut off the water, if we all have water storage, it doesn't affect us at all. We don't have to go out and, go and try to get water from stores and all of that, worrying about them hiking the prices, because one situation in Toledo, the water was tainted,
Right.
and they told the people don't even shower with the water. So if we had our own water storage, we don't have to go and buy bottled water that they're going to charge $20 or $30 for a case of water. We already got water
Try
in
to
our.
kill you over it.
Well, what about them big barrels
they
where
got-
you can get the rain
They
water?
got rainwater catchment
You know,
systems.
right.
Yeah, all of
Illegal
that.
in most states.
Mm-hmm.
If they catch you, a lot of stuff is illegal.
Get you a shotgun. You know, all you need is a valid state ID.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't have any felonies, you can go right out there and get you a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Another
for
thing that
personal defense, home defense.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's the number one weapon for home defense.
Yeah, another thing that we need to familiarize ourselves with is bugging in versus bugging out. So that's the situation where, you know, the military or whatever or whoever is on your block and you can't bunker in your house anymore. You have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have to leave, you need to know what you have to take with you. So you should already have stock. It's called a bug out bag. So you have your supplies in that bug out bag. That's something that you sit near the door or in a closet that you grab and you go. You have your first aid in there. You have, you know, food. You have a water filter, just different stuff. We did an episode on what you should have inside the bug out bag, but that particular situation is bugging in versus bugging out. So bugging in would be staying in the house, living off, you know, the water and the food that you have stored. Whereas bugging out means you just grab the bug out bag, you grab your family, and you go. For example, like you say, you got the basement stocked up. But if somebody comes to set your house on fire, you got to go. All of that stuff that you saved up in the basement is for nothing. So you need to know where you're going, who you're taking with you, and the ways to get there. Because if they block off the main road, we look at these movies, the freeways are always jam-packed. If you look at like Deep Impact, for example, or Independence Day, all of these doomsday type of movies, the freeways are always blocked. People get out of the cars. I mean, you're not going anywhere, so you need to have multiple ways to get to your bug out location. Always have at least a half a tank of gas, so that way, you know, even if like the blackout, for example, you weren't able to get gas for 2 days, and the lines were around the corner. But if you have at least a half a tank of gas, you'll be fine. So that's the thing. We just give you simple solutions. I mean,
We used to say, we say from the first episode, 50 is...
Yeah, half is the new E.
Yeah, half is the new E.
Yeah, well, get you a bike. You know, I mean, being real.
I got me one.
Get you a bike. You know, you might have to take the rivers.
Yep.
So you might get you a kayak. Yeah.
Life jacket.
All that.
I mean, even swimming, that's a skill that you should know. A lot of us don't even know how to swim.
It'll get you a good pair of
I'm a
shoes because
lifeguard.
your ass might have to walk. Shit. Yeah, our people ain't on no damn boats. I mean, on no, they walk.
Yeah, we walk. I just want to make a quick point that I think sometimes goes unspoken is that there's a lot of mental health issues that our people are really under right now. And so a lot of the things we present and give you tips to do, you may find yourself struggling, or you may start on that journey and then you see other people not doing it, and all you want to do is try to, you know, make them feel a certain way. This is really a personal thing, and we have to understand that. And it's a tough path to walk, because again, you're going to see people who don't want to do it. You're going to start doing it and they're not going to do it, or you're going to start a little bit and on Monday, then Tuesday you may fall back. But understand, this is why I always talk about going inside and understanding yourself and really being honest with yourself. Because if it's something simple as, you know, you've always called yourself a lazy person, so now when it's time to be proactive, you know, your identity in laziness takes over. You got to understand that so you can get beyond that and do what you need to do, because it's all a mental and a spiritual thing at the end of the day.
I'll just, I guess, wrap mine up by saying, Ashe. And the only thing I would add is for revolution is that it is getting back to our ancient ways, getting back to what this revolution means for the people that plan to inherit it, you know, have generations down the line to inherit them. It is now, and that's really important to understand. And so we're going to take a quick break and come back with the last segment. We're going to actually open the phone lines, are we not?
Yeah.
So you want to give them the number before we go?
Yeah, dial, you can text or call 586-839-7448. Again, 586-839-7448. Hopefully we can get that number also put up on the Urban Nation Radio page. And you can leave comments there or text and call me, and we'll get your information.
All right, with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. This is Readyo Radio. That's Readyo Radio on UrbanNationRadio.com. Live. Sara Suten Seti.